The breast cancer one is the one that really freaked everyone out because when they
Right.
first announced the findings of the study, it was like, oh yeah, breast cancer will be increased in the estrogen and progesterone group, be increased by 20, I think it was like 27% or something in the
Mhm.
20th percentile. And it's not. So again, on
Mhm.
reanalysis of the data, in that estrogen and progesterone group, it was one extra case of breast cancer per 1,000 women taking estrogen
Wow.
and progesterone. That was not statistically significant. So you couldn't say the risk, it wasn't causal, right? So risk was not related to cause.
Mhm.
And that messaging was not as loud as the, oh, it will cause breast cancer.
Right.
When they looked at the estrogen only group did not have an elevated risk. In fact, they had a slightly decreased risk.
Yeah, I remember those headlines were loud. Hormones cause breast cancer. And that message didn't just stay within the realms of researchers and in research journals, it made it all the way into people's homes. I think about my mom. This had to have been the early 2000s because I think she was also on estrogen and progesterone. And then all of a sudden, she was not. And I didn't fully even understand what was going on at the time. I just remember the shift. Suddenly, there were supplements like black cohosh and soy milk and tofu and edamame. And, I didn't realize at the time, but doctors were trying to replace with something without really understanding, what needed to be changed.